Hi there, my name is JeJe Noval, registered dietitian, nutritionist from Loma Linda University. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our topic is on dietary fiber. Today I have 3 graduate students in the Nutrition and Dietetics program at Loma Linda University, and they will be talking about fiber with us today. However, I would like you to get to know them first. So I have here to my right, they're all to my right, to my first right, Andrea Fanica. Yes, I got it right, her last name. I was working on the correct pronunciation. Please tell us, where are you from?
Well, I was born and raised in Romania, actually.
Okay.
And I came here at the age of 19.
19? Just a few years ago?
Sure.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And when did you come? You came at 19?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you decided to come to Loma Linda because why? Why did you choose Loma Linda University?
Well, you know, growing up in Romania, I had read about it. You know, we have the LNG White writings and all that. So it was always in the back of my mind, like, oh, Loma Linda, that sounds so perfect, school-wise, and just what it stands for. Yes. So when I moved to the United States, the dream started to be a little closer and closer.
Nice.
And then I got married, and it just so happened that my husband lived in Loma Linda. So
God used your husband to get you to Loma Linda. Very good. Wonderful. We're so happy to have you.
Well, thank you. I am happy to be here.
Thank you. And next to her is Alicia Yarbrough. Alicia, where are you from?
I'm from Fontana, California.
Okay. And how has it been growing up in Fontana?
Oh, I actually grew up in Rialto. I currently reside in Fontana.
Got it.
Okay. But I love both cities because Fontana has like a strong influence in regards to the community.
Right.
And so I think that's awesome.
Wonderful. So when all is said and done, what would you like to do with your RDN, Registered Dietitian Nutritionist credentials?
I would love to work in the clinical setting, so in the hospital, but I would also like to work in the community, specifically with elementary students or even younger, so 2, 3, and 4, and 5, just to get them started, because I feel like when you educate them young, then they'll have it throughout their life, so it's better the younger they are.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got to teach them while they are really young and fresh and just wanting to grasp things and learn things.
Yes.
Very good. Great. And last but not least, we have Jacqueline Leasing. Jacqueline, where are you from?
I'm from Walnut, California.
Okay. That's like 8 hours away from Loma Linda?
Actually, I think you're getting that mixed up with Walnut Creek.
Oh, I am. I totally am. Which Walnut are we talking about?
Walnut is actually only maybe about an hour from here.
Oh, really? Yes. Okay, it shows you I really know my geography. Okay. Very good. So, how long have you been living in Walnut?
All of my life.
Okay. Very good. Great. So I know that I asked you a question, and I'm thinking about what my question was to you. My question is, why did you choose nutrition? And what was the turning point that made you decide nutrition is a path I want to take?
Oh, nutrition has always been an interest of mine. It's always been at the back of my mind. And yes. I just love food.
Yes. Don't we all?
Yes.
Yes. I think it's a prerequisite to getting into this program at Loma Linda.
Should be.
Loving food.
Well, my undergraduate, I studied English, so I did a lot of writing.
Wow.
And so that turning point...
I didn't know that till just now.
Yes. And so that turning point it came after I graduated.
Oh.
And I thought, why don't I study nutrition and write about nutrition so that way I can share that knowledge and inform the public.
Perfect. Excellent. I love it. Thank you so much. So the ladies have chosen a very interesting topic, fiber. And why did you choose fiber?
You know, lately at least, I had so many friends of mine asking me, I have problems with constipation. I have a really hard time. And even though I do, I exercise and I do all that, I still feel like I'm having a hard time.
Okay.
So
And these are friends like your age.
Yes, exactly. It's not like,
Young people.
Young people, exactly. So we were talking, and we were like, oh, how about we do this on fiber and just kind of inform the public on the benefits. Of,
Yes. Okay. So tell me, what is fiber?
So fiber is a non-digestible carbohydrate. So when you ingest it, your body doesn't fully digest it, and so it ends up, it comes out.
It comes out through our system.
Exactly.
To kind of get a visual of that, I'm pretty sure that everybody knows juicing. So whenever you make juice, you put your veggies and your fruits through the juicer.
Right.
You get the juice, but then you have the pulp that's left over. That is the fiber. So next time you're juicing, you might want to rethink that and maybe make a smoothie instead.
There you go.
So you keep some of that fiber in there.
I was a little afraid when you said you were going to give us a visual. I was thinking GI tract visual, but it's a good thing it's a food visual.
Yes.
Very good. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's an excellent example. Very good to keep in mind. So then, I know there are different types of fiber, and can you please tell us what those are?
Well, there are two types. We have soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber absorbs water, is gel-like in consistency, and it's fermented in the large intestine. And what fermented means is that it gets broken down in the large intestines into smaller components by way of enzymes and other bacteria already in your large intestine.
Yes, excellent. Very good.
And the other type of fiber is insoluble fiber, and that it has a bulking action, and it's also fermented in the large intestine. So it increases transit time.
Increases transit time, meaning how does that benefit us?
Oh, you go to the bathroom frequently, often, and
It helps you go.
Yeah,
And you-
exactly.
yes, exactly.
Okay, very
But
good.
Jacqueline mentioned something about bulking.
Yes.
So it's very important to drink water because of
That's
the
right.
bulking. Because if you have too much fiber but you don't have enough water, you can get plugged up.
it may have the opposite effect that you intend.
Exactly.
Okay.
So just remember those
Please drink
64
water.
ounces of water.
Yes.
True.
At least 64 ounces.
At least 64. Okay. I was just given the hand that we only have a few more minutes. So let's cut to what are the really good sources of insoluble and soluble fiber?
Okay, so sources of soluble fiber include nuts, grains, legumes, like peas and beans, some other fruits like prunes, plums, and avocados. And then sources of the insoluble fiber include also nuts, grains, legumes, and other vegetables like potato skins, green beans, cauliflower, zucchini, and other fruits like kiwi, grapes, and tomatoes.
Yum. And they're all delicious. So let's just give the general benefits of consuming both types of fiber. Just three or four benefits.
We talked about bulking, so it helps you feel full. So for people that are interested in losing weight, it could be a really good way to do it, and a healthy way.
Yes.
So by eating more salads, adding more fruit to your diet, and drinking your water, it can actually help you lose weight. It can lower your blood cholesterol.
Yes.
That's a huge one.
It can lower your blood glucose.
For those who have diabetes, yes.
Exactly. So a lot of benefits. And with all these fruits and vegetables, you don't just get the fiber, you get all the other nutrients too. So
That's the plus.
exactly. That's an added bonus.
Yes, exactly. Okay, then, what about if you take in too much fiber?
There could be some, adverse side effects.
Yeah.
So you can have gas, cramping. You can be constipated, and then also your stomach can be distended. So bulk,
Bloated.
bloated. yeah, it's not.
Right. Okay. So really quickly, I know we don't have any more time, but what is a recommended amount of fiber per day?
Okay, so it's about 20 to 35 grams. And then if you're male, it's 38 grams. And if you're female, it's 25 grams. And then if you are a child, it's your age plus 5.
Okay, very good. Well, we are now going to go into the kitchen, and the ladies will show you some delicious recipes that will help you increase your fiber intake on a daily basis. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Chat and Chew, and this time we are in the kitchen. My wonderful students will now show us 3 delicious recipes that you make at home. Let's start off with Andrea. What do you have for us today?
So today I have for you my go-to breakfast recipe. It is quick, it is easy, and it's convenient.
Convenient, love it.
So I will make for you overnight oats. I know that it is a pretty popular recipe nowadays, and you can probably find it online, but I'm just going to show you how to make a basic recipe. So we're going to start with old-fashioned oats. I use old-fashioned because they're not as processed as quick cooking oats, so therefore they have some more fiber. Then I will add a cup and a quarter of milk. This one is soy milk,
yes,
but you can use whatever milk.
Almond milk,
rice milk, even like cow milk, whatever you would like.
Okay.
To that, I am going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of chia seeds.
Ah, yes.
So more added fiber plus the omega-3s. So I'm just gonna sprinkle those in here.
Omega-3s needed for some good heart health.
Exactly.
Yeah, way to go.
And now the next step, I have here some maple syrup. I personally do not add it to my oatmeal because I don't have such a sweet tooth.
Really?
And especially for breakfast.
Wow. Lucky you, good for you.
I just like to add the fruit.
That's a better choice, actually.
Yeah, so you can either do that. For this, I'm gonna show you how to make it with the maple syrup.
It does taste better though with maple syrup, I must say.
But what you can do, and what I sometimes do, is cut half of a banana and just mash it in there.
And that does add some sweetness.
It gives it some sweetness.
Great.
And to that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Yes. When you add vanilla to anything,
It just makes it
makes it
so much better.
Wonderful. Yes, I like that. Very good.
Then you just give it a quick stir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Those flavors are fusing together right now as we're speaking.
Oh, can you smell the vanilla?
Oh, yes. And the maple together.
The maple, it's the perfect combination. So
Right.
I'm just going to close this, and I'm going to place it in the fridge overnight. And here I have one that I made last night.
Ah.
So I can show you how it looks in the morning. Okay, so it looks like a pudding.
Ooh,
so
how neat.
It makes me feel, when I eat breakfast, it makes me feel like, ooh, this is so...
You're having a treat.
Exactly, it's more like a treat.
Yes. Wonderful.
You can present it in different ways. So if you're on the go, you can just grab this out of the fridge. I topped it with some blackberries and some raspberries. And remember that high fiber in both of them, plus the added oatmeal and the chia seeds. I mean,
Lots of fiber.
it's lots of fiber. So remember to drink your water.
But weren't you telling us the other day that you also drink water at another time, another important time of the day?
I drink water pretty much throughout the day.
Yeah, and some people don't think about drinking it first
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the
but
morning.
I start. This is what I start with.
the whole thing.
Not the whole thing. Maybe about 2 cups.
Yeah, 2 cups.
So
perfect.
just to kind of start your day.
True,
right.
because during the night we don't wake up to eat a snack or to have a drink of water, and so we wake up in a state of dehydration.
Exactly.
So we might as well start off the day in a hydrated state, having enough water in us, and then we actually function better the rest of the day. So that's good. Great.
You can go as far as you want with your toppings. This is just the basic one, but then in the morning you can add either some almonds or any nut, whatever is your favorite. You can add that to it. That will add more fiber, more protein, the healthy fat. You can either add coconut flakes. My husband loves coconut flakes.
Nice. It gives it a nice texture too.
Exactly.
Crunchy texture.
And the flavor is amazing. Then we have hemp seeds. These are high in omega-3s, so they're good for your heart. They're good for everything.
True.
And they taste yummy.
They taste yummy. It helps bring down that bad cholesterol.
Exactly.
So, add it in.
And because it's fall, you can add some spices. So I have pumpkin spice,
Yay.
and then I have ground cinnamon, but you can add whatever spice you like. And fruits, I mean, we have such a variety and a bounty of fruits, especially during this time of year. So you can go for pears,
Right.
even more fiber.
More fiber, indeed. So
Fiber.
true.
And then we have persimmons. These are my favorite right now.
I have a tree with that particular type of persimmon.
And how come you don't share?
Oh, I'll have to bring a bag to class.
I will hold you to that.
Okay. Please remind me.
You have pomegranates.
Pomegranates,
Oh,
yes.
they're so. I love the crunch that you add to this. It's so good.
True.
And another thing that I don't have here, peanut butter.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I add that to my overnight oatmeal.
Peanut butter, and it gives it, it lasts you longer.
True. It gives you more
some-
sustenance. Yeah, makes you stay more satisfied longer.
Some people like to add yogurt as well.
Yes, Greek yogurt
Greek
has more
yogurt.
protein.
Much more protein. But again, you can use your imagination and make it your favorite.
Yes, you can make it a well-balanced cereal, actually, with everything that you add to it. So,
And don't forget, this should be your friend.
we're talking about fiber. Always do lots of water.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank
Well,
you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, next we are going to have Alicia. Alicia, what do you have for us?
So I have a kale salad. It's called fall kale greens.
I see. Okay, here we
I'll
go.
help you a little bit. 'cause
Yes. So
Transition,
let's
yes.
transition really quickly. There we go. I really like kale too.
I do as well. It's one of my favorite leafy greens.
And it's not because it's
Thank
a
you.
trendy vegetable. There are times when vegetables are featured because that's the trend, but it's one of those that it tastes good and you'll like it forever and always.
I agree.
Not just because we're talking about it. Nope.
So first and foremost, you should wash your hands. I washed my hands previously to this
Yes.
session. Because if you like, you can use your fingers.
Okay.
This is the kale. So what
very
you
good.
do is you massage it
Yes.
for a little while, so it can be more tender. Because if you just eat it initially, it's gonna be tough.
Tough.
So
Yeah.
If you like it that way, that's okay.
Yeah, if you
but-
like it, if you like your kale tough,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Funny story. I remember when I first had kale, and I was like, I do not understand what this whole big thing about kale is, because I was like, this is horrible. But
too hard.
I did not massage it.
You didn't know about the massage.
I didn't take it to the spa.
But now you do.
Now I do.
And now you're able to enjoy it.
Yes.
Very good.
And then, so for this recipe to be rich in fiber, you keep the stems, but you cut them you slice them very thinly. So It's
Yeah, I don't see any stems at all in your kale.
So it's very thinly sliced. So it doesn't really matter what order you put it in, just because it's a salad, and also it's your preference.
Okay.
So first I'm going to put the cran raisins.
Looks like she's massaging the cran.
And then I have Brussels sprouts. What I did is I used the mandolin and I cut them up like this. So then you just add the Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
Before I put them in, I tried my
I love
best.
Brussels sprouts too. We love everything that you're putting in so far.
Awesome. And then these are walnuts, because it's important to be heart healthy, and walnuts are awesome.
And they have protein as well.
Yes. And then
Some.
pecans.
Oh, yes.
And if you like, the recipe calls for candied candied nuts.
That makes it even
Yeah. So if you like.
nice. Okay. But it's really best to have it in its natural state.
Yes, these are not they're not coated, but if you so choose, they can be.
It can be. Once in a while.
Yes.
Okay.
And then these are pears, they're chopped up. So I'm gonna put that in there.
Yes. It's looking so pretty. What a great looking salad
Now, do you use fresh pears, or can you use canned pears as well? What do you?
For this recipe, I use fresh pears because I believe fresh is best. But if you want, you can use canned pears. My suggestion, if you use them, is to maybe rinse them off because of the syrup.
Okay.
But they are economical and sometimes cheaper, so it depends on the season.
Now, for the fresh pear, do you peel it, or do you?
Great question. So I would keep the skin on for the fiber purposes, because this is all about fiber.
That's right.
And the skin is best. And I don't know, I like the texture also.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is with canned fruit too, if you are choosing canned fruit, find it packed in its own natural juice, because then the sugar content is lower.
Yes.
Otherwise, all other canned fruits are packed in heavy syrup.
Yes.
So,
And then
yes.
these are the onions.
Onions and red onions.
Yes.
It gives it nice extra color.
Definitely. And I tried to slice them as thin as possible, just because, have you ever had a salad and you just bit into the onion, you're like, oh, okay.
A little shocking. It might wake you up, so that might be a good thing.
Definitely.
If you're feeling sleepy. Yeah.
And so then you mix everything together. I'm trying to do this without making a mess.
That's okay.
At home, I'd probably use my fingers, just because it's
But because we're
more
here
fun that way.
in the show,
Yeah.
What do you use
properly.
to dress it? Do you use anything to dress it?
Yes. And so once I'm trying to mix it up right now, and then for the dressing, so honey mustard or Dijon mustard, or you can even make your own if you like. But this is what I chose.
Okay.
So just pour that over.
Honey mustard.
Honey mustard.
I think you've eaten some prior to coming here.
Well, I cut
Try
it
to squeeze that out.
because I didn't want to show the brand.
Oh, got it.
That's why I cut it.
She used some already.
I know.
She started sucking on that. Yes, that's gonna make it taste so delicious.
I like honey mustard, especially when it comes to dressing, because it gives it like a tang.
Okay.
So that's what I like.
Yes.
So we mix that together.
All right.
And then if you want more of like a spice, it's optional. You can use like tahini, which, or you can use red peppers. If you so choose, it's optional.
Optional. Yeah, a little kick here and there. Will make it really fun to eat. Oh my.
I kind of want to taste it.
Yeah, do we get to taste it? Because this is so wrong for us to just stand here and not be
Here
able
you
to
go.
taste it. Oh,
I
thank
have
you.
forks for everybody.
Wonderful. Okay,
Awesome.
ladies, there we go.
Okay.
A little taste. Would you like to go first?
And then as you taste it, this is well, it has vitamin A, vitamin K, and vitamin C, mainly because of the kale and the Brussels sprouts. So that's awesome because, helps with immune function and so for blood.
No, that's a massaged kale.
No toughness, no hardness. And the
So
kale.
relaxed.
I love the combination of the nuts, the pecans, and the walnuts. It's not a soft salad. It's a nice crunchy salad.
Yes, and I actually like that as well. I like that there is a crunch to it.
Yes.
So
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Alicia.
Thank you.
All right.
Delicious.
Yes. Next we have Jacqueline. It's Jacqueline's turn to show us her recipe, and we'll just quickly move everything off to the side. And we have one more recipe that will be that is high in fiber as well. Okay, here we go. All right, Jacqueline, what's the name of your recipe?
This is vegetarian chili.
Oh, the chili, that's right. Okay. We love delicious, hearty chilies around here because it's just satisfying and filling and easy to make as well.
And it's a quick and easy meal. So the first thing we're going to do is add diced tomatoes in their sauce,
Okay, here we go. I'll take it.
as well as some chopped onions and garlic.
Ah, very good. Yum. Thank you.
And then we also have some hominy.
Hominy.
It's gonna be awesome.
I hardly use hominy, so this is really interesting to me that we're having hominy in this chili recipe.
This is my first time doing this, but it was Andrea's idea.
Andrea's idea. So, if
I
from
love
Romania,
it.
do you
No.
guys use a lot of hominy in
Actually, I
Romania?
didn't even know what that was.
Oh, okay.
But I tried it once, and I just love the texture of it.
Of the hominy?
It's so meaty.
Or the chili
The hominy in
hominy.
the chili. It just
Okay.
adds another level.
Yes, another level
Makes it too.
of deliciousness and fiber.
Of course.
Of course, that's our theme for today. And,
And to add more deliciousness and fiber, we have chickpeas,
I love garbanzos. The other name of chickpeas.
as well as some kidney beans,
Okay, great.
and then finally some carrots for some vitamin A.
Ooh,
True.
look at those colors.
Yeah, it's fall colors.
Exactly. And so lastly, we have our chili powder.
Okay.
And we'll pour that all over.
Yum. Very good.
And then lastly, we'll just mix it up.
Look at that. So easy. It doesn't take long.
Right, so it's a perfect dinner for a busy weeknight.
True.
And then we'll just mix it up and let it simmer over a low to medium heat for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Boy, that's not even long.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's not long at all.
Now, can you use just canned beans, or can you use dried beans?
Yes, you could use either dried or canned. With dried, they don't have any sodium, so it's actually probably healthier than
Yeah.
the canned.
Okay. Alrighty. So, do we get to taste this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We got some spoons here. Wonderful.
For you?
I'll dig in. Wow. Yum. You don't need to add any more spice to this.
I know.
It's got a nice kick in and of itself. Delicious.
Very good.
I gotta finish my bite here.
There you
Thank
are.
you so much for joining us in this episode of Chat and Chew. Don't forget to have your fiber, and please stay tuned to our next episode of Chat and Chew. Until next time, take care and eat well.